Welcome back to our channel. Today we bring you the unexpected and dramatic developments of The Young and the Restless. Under the glittering lights of Los Angeles, life in the Newman Enterprises family has always been shrouded in mystery, intrigue and chaotic emotions. Once again, in the context of emotional and power relationships becoming more complicated than ever, we witness an unexpected turn. After Victoria decided to support the relationship between Kyle and Claire, she not only affirmed her point of view but also made many people feel indignant. While Victoria skillfully used her influence to promote the relationship between Kyle and Claire, Summer, who had suffered a lot of damage from Victoria's manipulation in both work and personal life, gradually lost patience. Being humiliated and pushed into an awkward position makes Summer feel like her life is always imprisoned in a cage full of limits set by others. The tension between the two is not only a personal feud but also contains internal conflicts in values and self-affirmation. Victoria, with her cold, charming but no less cruel appearance, always knows how to manipulate and control others to her will, while Summer, despite being weaker in terms of status, possesses a heart burning with confidence in herself. This contrast is like a spark for emotions to rise, waiting for the moment to explode. On a hot afternoon at the Newman Enterprises office, where tense meetings and big decisions are made every day, Summer can no longer contain her anger. Without further explanation, she rushed into the office as soon as she knew Victoria was alone. Feeling hurt, trampled, and despised pushed her to the brink, and she decided that she would not let anyone, even someone as powerful as Victoria, continue to control her life. When the door opened, the atmosphere immediately became tense. Summer appeared with a determined look in her eyes, her hands shaking but not losing her determination. Without a word of hesitation, she rushed towards Victoria, pushing this powerful woman hard against the desk. The collision not only shook the luxurious wooden table but also shook the souls of those who witnessed that moment. In that moment, all the reproaches, the pain hidden behind long nights of oppression, and even the dreams of freedom exploded into a fierce scream. Summer said, her voice echoing throughout the office space, like the curse of a woman who had suffered too much. Just when the situation seemed to be spiraling out of control, Claire Grace appeared like a cool breeze amidst the chaos. Claire, who has been through everything from tearful love affairs to arduous steps to rebuild her life, could not let Summer destroy everything she had worked so hard to build. With her usual calm and decisive demeanor, Claire quickly stopped Summer, trying to cool down the escalating situation. Claire spoke, her voice both strong and filled with concern. She was not simply a mediator, but also a balancer in the storm of emotions, a reminder that even if life is full of injustice, the way to face it must be based on sobriety and intelligence. Claire threw Summer an ultimatum, a final warning, reminding her that any impulsive action could have unforeseen consequences. She knew all too well the pain of regret, and she didn't want to see Summer go through it. Claire's warning was not just words, but also the sincerity of someone who had experienced many challenges, knowing that every action, no matter how emotional, can change a person's destiny. With the incident that just happened, the big question is, how will Kyle react when he learns that his aunt was attacked by Summer? Kyle, who has always been seen as a symbol of patience, fairness and kindness, now finds himself in the middle of two conflicting sides. Kyle and Victoria's relationship has long been built on intrigue and corporate politics, while Kyle and Summer's bond is deeply personal, based on memories of the time Summer was always ready to stand by her side no matter the difficulties. When news of the incident spread, Kyle was shocked. He felt as if he had been stabbed straight in the heart by the betrayal of fate. Every relationship, every promise of the past is now shaken by impulsive actions. Kyle understands that each person in the Newman Enterprises family has a role and a mission, but he also realizes that healing is not just based on empty words but also requires a deep understanding of the pain of others. In Kyle's mind, the image of Victoria, a woman with a powerful appearance, always confident and uncompromising, now seems fragile before the power of emotions. He knows that, without understanding and sympathy for each other, every relationship in the family will fall into chaos, and Newman Enterprises will lose not only the trust but also the solidarity that has been built over the years. Kyle begins to consider whether to use his power to calm the situation, or to seek a deeper understanding of Summer's true motives. Is she simply an angry woman with personal trauma, or does she harbor secrets and wounds that I have never fully understood? The incident at the Newman Enterprises office is more than just a simple confrontation between Summer and Victoria. It is a manifestation of the transformation in the relationships between the characters, of a world where trust, betrayal, and the desire for freedom are violently colliding. The relationships within the Newman Enterprises family have long been fractured by power intrigue, but now, with Summer's voice and Claire's intervention, everything seems to be blossoming into a completely new aspect, an aspect of sincerity and the desire to find oneself again. In that chaotic moment, each of them seems to be assigned a separate mission. Victoria, with her confidence and coolness, now has to face the consequences of her own actions. Summer, with her resilience and desire for freedom, may be seen as a rebel, but she is also a person who stands up against oppression and injustice. Kyle, the heart of Newman Enterprises, must find a way to balance family love and corporate responsibility, between a painful past and a promising future. These explosive events are just the beginning of a new chapter, where complex relationships are tested by the pen of fate. Every action, every word carries serious consequences, not only for the individual but also for the whole family. Summer, despite her extreme actions, is just trying to find herself in a life full of pressure and injustice. Claire, with her maturity and understanding, wants to maintain stability, to protect the values she has worked so hard to cultivate in life. And Kyle, who is in the middle of it all, is now struggling with the difficult decision between loyalty to his family and the desire to change a system that has been rotten for too long. While many may think that things have spiraled out of control and will lead to dire consequences, in fact, it is in the most difficult times that relationships are tested and their true values are revealed. The question is not only, how will Kyle react when he learns that his aunt has been attacked, but also, is there a way to heal the wounds, to rebuild trust and unity among those who were once part of the Newman Enterprises family? Perhaps, the answer does not come from a single action of Kyle, but from a long process of dialogue, from moments of deep understanding between the characters. In a context where each person has their own past, with wounds that only they understand, finding forgiveness and moving forward together becomes not an easy task. However, it is also in those challenges that life becomes richer and more meaningful. As the emotional storms gradually pass, the wounds begin to heal and the truth is revealed, the Newman Enterprises family will enter a new chapter, where love, forgiveness and loyalty are put first. Kyle, with his open mind and determination to change, may be the one to lead everyone through the storm, restoring lost trust. But to do that, he must face not only the people around him but also himself, the pain and loss of the past. In a world where everything is always changing, where each person has their own story, impulsive actions like Summer's are just a reminder that no one can live in the past forever. Every tear, every angry scream carries the power of change. And no matter how difficult the future may be, the belief in a brighter tomorrow is always the strongest source of motivation. The stories of Victoria, Summer, Claire and Kyle are not just pieces of a hit TV series, but also a complex picture of human emotions. It reminds us that, despite life's challenges and injustices, resilience, forgiveness and the desire for freedom can always prevail. And in the shimmering light of the city night, as secrets are gradually revealed, a new chapter of fate opens, promising to bring opportunities and hope to all. In that moment, when Kyle learns of the outbreak, he not only feels heartbroken over what happened to his aunt, but also realizes that, in the fight for power and freedom, everyone has a dark and light side. He wonders if there is a way to mend things, to bring the whole family through this storm without being torn apart forever. It is an arduous journey, but it is also the path to true maturity and happiness. Through every page of life's history, this event will be recorded not only as an explosive moment of emotion, but also as a fateful turning point, opening a new chapter with many opportunities for change, so that each person can find themselves again in the endless flow of fate. Follow our channel to be updated with the shocking and dramatic developments of this fascinating ongoing film.